Headline number 5, TikTok Shop has officially launched in the US. After much ado, and according to TechCrunch's Ivan Mehta, TikTok this week debuted new features, including a dedicated shop tab on the home screen, live video shopping, shoppable ads, and affiliate programs for creators. Creators can tag products to make it easier for users to buy things from in-feed videos and live videos, and brands can make their own product portfolios, which can be accessible from their profile pages. Chris,
Yes,
thoughts?
and
What do
my
you think
thoughts on
about
this.
this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see TikTok got to this point. I mean, that's kind of my big takeaway. I mean, we ranted about this, or I did, particularly months ago now. It feels like a year ago almost, but still makes me sad to think about all the talent that was wasted at Meta when it just up and abandoned this whole concept. The whole concept of social commerce, and now TikTok's doing it with much better roots in how it should be done from what they know about how it works overseas in China. Now, how it's going to work in the US ultimately come down to the user experience and the control retailers and brands are willing to give over to the platform. But make no mistake, and TikTok is a juggernaut. You say it in our circles and ears automatically perk up. People want to go, ooh, what's that person talking about TikTok? I want to understand how to use TikTok better. We're doing an event in a few weeks where we're talking about how to manage your assets within the TikTok age. And TikTok is causing that. And we've seen a great explosion in that. You should check that out too. It's with Binders, director of sales and field and marketing. So we're going to be talking about that as well. But so I think you got to watch this closely. And the other point I'd make too, and to close it up for me is if you're Amazon, you got to be worried about this a little bit because if it works, it's going to cut into your sales. And also, if you think about what we talked about last week, it also highlights why Buy with Prime and the Shopify partner is potentially a defensive strategy against this, or at least a potential offset against it, getting a cut of the traffic and the volume that happens through the Shopify vendors on TikTok's platform. At least Amazon's saying if you can't beat them, join them.
Yep. That's a great observation. I mean, I think that the question for me is, can TikTok do what Instagram couldn't in this space? And I think that the biggest differentiator here is that the next generation of shopper, Gen Z and beyond, they are using TikTok for search. They are not going to Amazon as frequently. They are going to go type in Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette, and now they're able to see shopping results for that. Now, previously, there's a lot of competition in this space. There's a lot of knockoff product. There's a lot of room for brands to actually get in here, create their own brand pages on TikTok, which many of them haven't started yet. At least I wasn't able to see online when I was checking. So this is something that we'll kind of see develop as this matures in the coming months. But biggest thing is you're able to do search and discovery here. You're able to either one, whether you want to just scroll through your feed and look and then buy right from there, or if you want to like actually go and execute and say, hey, I want this palette, I'm going to buy it right now. The thing I still wonder about, which is great that you're bringing up the Buy with Prime and Shopify, you're still paying with third-party payments for this, which I think could be a challenge in the US market. You're not going directly to the brand sites in all of these scenarios to make payments. So I still think for brands, it may be important to either create the brand page and take them onto a one-to-one connection with their consumers so that the consumers are going 100%. To them to pay versus paying in TikTok, even though it's a little bit of a disjointed experience. But I think that that's going to be the kind of linchpin here to the success of this, is what happens with the transaction once you're buying. Because I'm not big on the TikTok payment, I got to say.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. And that's why we've long said or advocated for and that's why I mentioned the point about control. The retailers should be working with technology companies like Lucky to make sure that those ads that are served up are then taking people back to the website, understand the inventory of the retailer or the brand that's selling the product, and that you can close the deal that way. 100% great point.